Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So in today's AFK journey video, we're going to talk about everything that we know about Pandora so far and give you guys a disclaimer before you commit to Pandora. So if you are low on resources or if you are free to play, then I will suggest you to not commit fully yet, because you will be able to get duplicate copies of Pandora from the timeless treasure right here. So there's 1 copy and 30 rate up invite letter. This is guaranteed, but it might take some time dependent on your RNG. So if you're lucky, if you get the 3 best rewards at the start, then good for you. You can sort of build her up faster. But if not, you eventually be able to get her. So do take note. So there's 30 invite letters here and 1 copy. You will be able to get some rate up here, which you can use to pull for Pandora. So Pandora is technically a rate up dimensional character, not a separate pull ticket. So you can actually use these tickets to pull for her. And you will be able to get some tickets from the Timeless Gala event right here. So if we talk to Rowan, so for this Timeless Gala, there's some like timer as usual. So for the Timeless gift, this is Mikola's costume. And then for the Path of Prosperity, you can get up to 20 Pandora letters. So 5, 10, 15, and 20 right here, as you guys can see. So this is like the second day of the event. I guess you should be able to get the full invite letters by the 3rd day. So that's about, I'll say 2 copies to 3 copies if you're lucky on your gachas. So for the gacha side of things, you'll be able to pull for Pandora with the rate up invite, as you guys can see right here. So yep, if you have a lot of rate up save up, then good for you. You can try to pull her maybe to M+ first and then get that 1 duplicate from the event, and then use the remaining rate up invite letters to pull for her and then try to push her from there. So that's for those of you guys planning to commit, but you are, I'll say, managing a budget. So that's for the Pandora summons. Now, with regards to Pandora's performance, I haven't put for her on my VN account. This is my VN account right here. But Pandora's performance on the Dream Realm side, what I'll say is she's pretty spectacular. So first of all, I think her magic charm ability gives her quite a fair bit of damage boost, because there's this ultimate power buff as well as skill power buff, which gives her the more damage on her ultimate as well as more boost on the box blessing and all the different additional energy gain from the 3rd skill over here. So this makes her a really strong buffer as well as a semi damage dealer. So she was released to the VN server yesterday. This is the one of the best team with Pandora, with Shamira right here, as you guys can see. So what happens in this team, if we take a look at the formation, I think in most cases, based off her performance, her ability to bring the twins into the box and then let the twins start casting the ultimate 4 seconds into battle, and then provide them with the additional energy gain to cycle through the ultimate to buff up the whole team, is very impactful. That combined with her decent damage output makes her a really meta Dream Realm character on the Pioneer server for bosses like Crystal Beetle, for bosses like Talessa. So on VN, she's not here later on. I think we'll jump to the Pioneer side to just showcase a few replays. But she was pretty meta for Talessa. I'll say quite okay for Plague Creeper. Can't remember exactly for Necro Dragon, whether or not that was Necro Dragon, but I'll say pretty good unit, at least on the bossing side, because she's a good buffer with decent damage output. So next, let's move on to the Pioneer side to talk more about her with more showcase. Okay, so right here, this is on the Pioneer side. So for the Pioneer side, the only difference for Pandora would be the Supreme Plus skill. In most cases, it doesn't matter because she doesn't transform into the box side. So for the Dream Realm side, I think the data is relatively accurate. So with regards to Pandora's performance, I think she's quite powerful. Like in general, she will be able to find some use. I think for Illusion's case, because this unit is not very friendly for the magical damage dealer, so she's not very spectacular. But if we scroll down to the past few days, like Crystal Beetle, right, she's in the top damage team. For example, in Talessa, she's also in the top damage team combination, which we showcased earlier. And then for the likes of Plague Creeper, she's also in some of the top tier teams as well. So we don't have the record here, but it was, I think, shared by someone here. So let's see, Plague Creeper right here. Okay, so there's a Pandora archive here, as you guys can see. So damage is good, probably has a better combo out there. But yeah, definitely a pretty decent Dream Realm character. I guess at least decent or meta enough for half the bosses based off her mechanics. So that's that. And then for the PvP side, we didn't do too much testing on the Supreme Arena because like we didn't level our units too much. But for the normal arena side, we did a lot of testing, right? We did a lot of showcase for her. She has a combo with, for example, Saida. She has a combo with, for example, Cryonaya. The ability to just charge up the unit and then allow them to get to their ultimate is just really insane. So I think we did one just now, right? So we recorded one with Danlia. So we'll just use that as a replay, as you guys can see. So the one amazing thing for Pandora is that the unit that she's trying to protect is protected from confining spell in normal arena. This is insanely powerful because confining spell will kick in about 2 to 3 seconds into battle, but because the ally is inside the box until the 4th seconds, that unit will not be confined when the unit come out. So you can use Pandora as an anti-confining spell tool in normal arena. And I think following this mechanic, if there's this unit that gets like controlled within like the first 2 to 3 seconds or get burst down within the first 2 to 3 seconds, that unit can be very well protected by her in the normal arena side. And obviously with the change value on her Supreme Plus skill, I guess her long-term fighting power in the PvP side is not going to be as powerful, but still really impactful, because in matchups where the fight draws out for really long, such as the Saida comp I showcased a few days ago, right here, right? So in this matchup, because we are able to just stay in the battlefield for really long, right? So the longer you stay in the battlefield, the more ultimate she's able to cast, and even if she's dead, even if she gets lesser energy regen, still able to cycle through the ultimate a lot. So this Fear is a long-term control ability that becomes stronger the longer the fight draws out. So you can use her as a hyper carry accelerator, or you can put her into the team to give you additional control as well. So very flexible character, and I think in most cases, if you don't have the answer to Pandora Shamira, Pandora and Shamira is probably going to be really busted, because Shamira being able to get off the ultimate 4 seconds into battle is just really strong. And as you guys can see, the box is still providing a whole bunch of utility even after Pandora dies. So Pandora is a unit that is just really good, whether or not she's alive or whether or not she's dead. And being able to buff up other really amazing units that needed the push makes her a really good unit for you to go after. So all in all, I think based off the current observation, Pandora is a really good unit to be committed to. But if you are managing your resources carefully, you're not gonna push her beyond Supreme Plus tier, then hold on a little bit, get all the necessary tickets first, and then, you know, see how much pulls you actually need to get her to Supreme Plus in general. So that's it for the Pandora PSA. Hopefully this showcase and breakdown is clear enough for this unit. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next PSA video, and I'll see you guys again in the later video. Bye guys.